Welcome to the Love Out Loud broadcast from the sweetest place on Sweet Auburn. Wheat Street has always been and always will be one of the centerpieces of Auburn Avenue. We are a church in the heart of Atlanta, with Atlanta in our heart.
And see, sometimes we can be our own worst enemy because we can talk ourselves out of God's blessing for us. See, sometimes we can mess around and listen to ourselves and miss a blessing from God. See, the text suggests that Joseph's mind was made up, but here comes verse 20. And verse 20 says, but just when he had resolved to do this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, for the child conceived in her is from the Holy Ghost. See, it's right there in the text. Joseph had resolved, made up his mind to dismiss Mary, but then God spoke to Joseph, and Joseph had a decision to make. Joseph could have stuck to his previous decision, or he could have changed his mind and listened to God. See, sometimes, y'all, the major problem we have is a made-up mind. Sometimes you're so stuck in your ways that your mind's so made up, even God can't change your mind. Hello, somebody? Sometimes we're so close to doing things the way we've always done it. Sometimes we're so committed to a path or a way. When God tries to speak to us, we'll even shut God out. See, I'm sure what his boys had said was in the back of his mind. What he said to himself was in the front of his mind. Joseph had a decision to make. But the Bible is clear right there in verse 24. The Bible says, when Joseph awoke from sleep, he did as the angel of the Lord had commanded him. He took her as his wife. See, the Bible is clear. Joseph got up and did what the Lord had commanded him to do. Now, Joseph could have been disobedient and did what he wanted to do. Joseph could have did what he had previously resolved to do. But Joseph did what the Lord commanded him to do. As we look back on 2017 and look forward to 2018, what is it God told you to do that you didn't do? What is it God told you to do that you did do? See, there's an interesting twist in this text. This text says to Joseph, don't be afraid to marry Mary. Because sometimes doing the right thing is fearful. Because if you ever are trying to do the right thing, there's always somebody trying to talk you out of doing what you ought to be doing. There's always somebody in your ear trying to misdirect you and misguide you and misinform you, and you have to decide, who are you going to listen to? If you are doing what God has called you to do, there will never ever be consensus on what God has said. Because everybody don't hear from God, and they sure don't hear what God said to you. That's why I told you, don't ask nobody to co-sign what God said to you. If God said it, that's the majority. If God spoke it to Joseph in his sleep, Joseph got up and did what God told Joseph to do. We spend too much time trying to get folk to side with us. You don't need nobody to side with you. You and I need to side with God. If you are on God's side, there's no weapon formed against you that can prosper. But you got to decide, whose side are you on? It's only two sides. It's God's side and the devil's side. And y'all can talk about the devil is not theologically supported. The devil real. I done met some devils. I have met more devils in the church than I have met outside the church. Hello, come on, somebody, come on. I know what I'm talking about. Hello. But as we look back and as we look forward, we must ask the question for ourselves personally and for us as a church. Are we going to do what God tells us to do, or are we going to allow folk to talk us out of doing what God has divinely designed and created us to do? See, I believe, my brothers, that we Street, we're like Joseph and Mary. I believe that we've decided to listen to God and do what God has commanded us to do. We've decided to listen to God and do the impossible. We decided, but Jimmy White, to not listen to folk. The same old folk who are always trying to tell us what we can't do. There are some folk who have the unmitigated gall to attempt and stand in my face and tell me what God cannot do. My God can do anything my God decides to do. My God can heal sick folk. My God can bring dead folk back to life again. My God can save backward folk just like me. Don't you stand in my face and tell me what God cannot do. You tempt me to revert back to the days before I knew Jesus, when Mama said, knock you out. Folk tell me sometimes, you're moving too fast. And we need to slow down. We can't do this and we can't do that. We're going to keep on doing what God is telling us to do. See, they told me, you can't buy a van and pay it off. But we chose to listen to God. And we bought a van. And we paid it off. They told us, you can't survive financially on tithes and offering. But we listened to God. And we've survived for 12 months on tithes and offerings. They told us, you can't pay the parking lots. We've been talking about that for years. You can't do it. I said, you're missing the whole point of my conversation. It's not about me doing it. It's about what God has called us to do. And if you roll in a car this morning, you park in a brand new paved parking lot with new lines around it and a beautiful shiny new fish around the parking lot. Don't tell me what God can do. They told me we can't afford to get back on television. We don't have the money to get back on television. But we believe God, and we've been on television for 6 weeks every Saturday night at 7 o'clock. And we're not just on TV. We are redefining the standard for religious broadcasting. It's a different show. It's a unique show. But folks told me we couldn't do it. They told me we've been trying to renovate Peace Street Towers since the 70s. And it ain't gonna happen. But we chose to believe God, and through the leadership of the boarders and their foundation board, we're halfway through a $27 million renovation. And now some of those same negative and nasty spirits trying to tell me in the streets, Reverend, what you talking about? You can't wipe out poverty and homelessness in the city of Atlanta. They have the unmitigated gall to stand in my saved, sanctified face and tell me we can't eradicate poverty and homelessness in the city of Atlanta. And I look at them and say, you don't know the God that I serve. The God that I serve cares about the poor. The God that I serve cares about the homeless. The God that I serve cares about justice. The God that I serve is on the side of the oppressed. The God that I serve stands and fights with us. The God that I serve walks with me and talk. Would you tell me what God can do?
So what we're doing today is what we believe the church is about. So what you're going to see is Love Beyond Walls partnering with Wheat Street Baptist Church to do what? To be faithful to the call of Christ, to meet the needs of our brothers and sisters in need. So 150 volunteers come together to serve the community. People lined around the streets, everything from haircuts to food, to clothing, to blankets happened at this church. See, we are not about just simply serving people. We're not about folk just coming to church. We're about establishing a movement for justice, about being a part of a movement that makes this city a more livable, a more just place. That's what it's about.
My name is Terrence Lester, and I'm the starter of an organization called Love Beyond Walls, and we're based in Atlanta, Georgia. Our organization does a lot. We provide housing for people experiencing homelessness. We provide, a community, which is very key. We provide basic training resources where we have classes. We provide food and showers and grooming services. But I think the greatest thing that we provide for those experiencing homelessness and poverty is we provide visibility and a voice. I've been known to do demonstrative type campaigns, and people always ask me why, and I say because we live in a noisy world where there's a bunch of noise, people are distracted, people got a lot of things going on, and there's so many different issues that are going on in the world, and there are great organizations like championing or advocating for those issues. And sometimes it's hard for people to really connect with the mission and the vision of an organization who's fighting on behalf of whatever cause. And so I came up with this shoe wearing philosophy. What does it mean to literally take off your shoes of comfort and put on the shoes of those that you're daring to serve in a way where you lay down your life as a bridge to give the outside or the general public a closer look at what really are the struggles that people are being faced with. So I've done everything from living as a homeless person under bridges. I slept on the top of a bus for an entire month. One time I donated all my clothes to charity to bring attention to kids in Title I schools who wear uniforms, but the same uniform every day. And I wore one outfit, one uniform for 90 days. I've walked across the country to bring attention to the issue of homelessness and poverty. We turned it into a documentary. I've slept in shelters and documented my experiences of what it actually feels and looks like, smells like, sounds like when you actually have to live in a shelter. And you'll be amazed the number of people reached out during that campaign and said, hey, I've given out food on the corner, but I've never actually gone inside. Me and Pastor Ralph, we have a mutual friend in that of Pastor Billy Honor, and he's a writer and scholar. And we connected through him and found out that we had, kind of similar passions in terms of the restorative work, the justice work, having this stance of moral responsibility. What does that mean? First of all, Wheat Street Baptist Church is it's a staple in the community. It's a historic church, and the life and legacy of the body of work that they've been able to do on Auburn Ave in that, ML King Historic District has been phenomenal. We're already doing great work with Love Beyond Walls, but how can we come and be a part of what the church is doing in the heart of the city to really not only bring attention to the issues and the plights of people who are disadvantaged or marginalized, but to really lock arms and say, hey, this is a partnership. Let us come alongside you and see some lives change. Hey, what's up? This is Terrence Lester. Man, we have an amazing day planned. We're about to do Gather Atlanta, where we brought people from all walks of life to literally take Love Beyond Walls. We're gonna have mobile showers here. We're gonna have the senior citizens being served. We're gonna have a soup line. We're gonna have haircuts going on. All of these things going on in the heart of the city, where we're literally getting the chance to love those people who are considered least and they are vulnerable.
I was on the street team today serving people we met on the streets of Atlanta. We went down to Hurt Park, met several folks there, just talking to people, getting to know their story.
My name's Jason Winter. I own a mobile shower unit called Hope Through Soap, and we actually go out every Saturday of the month and we shower our less fortunate friends. We also give away bags, clothes, underwear, socks, hygiene kits. We also do haircuts. We try to make some of these folks' day better than the day before.
My name's Caleb Bloy. I'm from Dallas, Georgia, and basically people are just bringing in their old shoes, trading them in for new shoes.
The biggest takeaway from today is going to be stories. So I want you to have conversations. I want you to remember things. If you put it in your phone, remember it, so that at 12 o'clock, as we come back in this room, we can talk through some of those things, because we don't want today to be a transaction.
Hey, my name is Cornelius Lindsay. I'm a pastor of the Gathering Oasis Church. We're in Sandy Springs, Georgia. And this is such an amazing event. I'm so happy and so honored to partner with Love Beyond Walls. This is love in action. This is work in action. This is the hands and the feet of Jesus, what we should be doing. And it's just such an amazing work what they're doing right now. And we're just so happy to be a part of it. And anybody else who's out there who's watching this, I implore you to get involved, get active, and also get moving. And help an organization like this is doing and making big changes here in the city.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Wright, and I volunteered myself. I'm not with an organization, so I followed the organization through Instagram and saw the higher mark signs, and that inspired me to want to come out today and give some of my time. So it's been really great, and I'm glad to be here.
Good morning, my name is Sam, and I work at Southwest Airlines. I decided to come out to support, and we decided to be a part of the team that hit the streets. And so me and 16 of my cohorts decided to go out, show some love, hand out supplies, and just be supportive of our fellow brothers and sisters who need our help.
Yeah, we'll do it. Nice. Okay, let's do this.
They're really looking out for people, you know, and that's what God wants us all to do. I appreciate these folks. All right. Thank y'all.
I want to share what we did at Hope Hill Elementary School, where we connect with a group of fourth graders to try to make their Christmas better.
Joshua Burton.
Joshua, come on down.
Hi, how are you today?
Well, the Angel Tree event is very important.
Merry Christmas.
Because here at Hope Hill, we have about 411 students. We are a total Title I school, which means everyone here is on free and reduced lunch. We have quite a few families that cannot afford to get their children anything for Christmas. So Wheat Street Baptist Church, being a partner, has made the Christmas of so many of our students by adopting them and blessing them with a Christmas gift that they may not have.
to Tyler Gibson.
Tyler, come on
And I'm
out.
going to tell you why I chose Tyler's name. Because I have a grandson named Tyler, and I said, I know I'm going to do it right for Tyler. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. And you did a great job. Oh, thank you, Mrs. for giving me presents, and I would like to give you something in return. Very nice, Tyler. Merry Christmas to you.
I'm so happy. Pastor comes over.
Thank you, Miss Bush, because I didn't think I was going to have any Christmas presents.
Travion has a story. Travion is a survivor twice of cancer. He was diagnosed this year with renal disease, and he had to go on dialysis. And so he and I have been talking, and I believe his renal disease reversed, and he's no longer on dialysis. And my heart just went out to him, and I just wanted to do something very special for him. So Merry Christmas, Travion.
I guess it means to me is that I might get the things that I want in life.
Exactly. And what did God do for your sicknesses?
He had healed me up.
Oh, very good.
The angel tree is important to me. This is our second year at Hope Hill, delivering gifts to the wonderful students at Hope Hill. And it's important to me because I remember when I was a child how important it was to receive gifts. And I come from a family of 8 children, and my parents did not always have the funds to give us as many gifts. And so we just got the shoebox with the pecans and the peppermint stick and the oranges and maybe 1 or 2 gifts. So it's important that I see the smiles on these children's faces getting some of the things that they want for Christmas.
Thank you, East Street Baptist Church, for blessing us with Christmas.
I believe as a pastor that the key thing for me is to be in the streets, to be connected to the community in very real ways. So what I do, a lot of times I just go on the street. We call this pastor on the street. I believe I pastor this community by being in the community, where I meet entrepreneurs, I meet tourists, I meet residents, and I meet my brothers and sisters who live here, but they happen to live on the streets. So I spend time on the street. So why don't you come with me? What up now? I'm doing good. What you been up to? You hanging in there? Yeah, I'm doing a little work, man. Not much work. You doing a little work? You doing a little camera work? Yeah. Rainy day, overcast day, not cold, but just wet, muggy. Brothers was knocking on the doors of the church. We were in there getting work done. Brother came in, was wet. He just shower. Dry shoes and dry clothes. And I thought about my own life, you know what I mean? Comfortable, right? I got this morning, went to the gym, came home, showered, and take all that for granted. But for this brother, man, that was something that, you know, he doesn't take for granted.
And I came down the week back to church, got referred here, and they blessed me with a nice hot shower, gave me some clean clothes, some good people. So if you're in need of anything, come see these people, man. They're gonna look out for you.
But if you don't spend time on the streets connecting and talking with folk, you won't understand their needs, because their needs in life is different than yours. But we're called to meet their needs. It's biblical, right? I've been reading in Proverbs. I've been reading the Poverty Justice Bible. It's hitting me in kind of unique and interesting ways, the things that we got to do, that we're called to do. And I gotta do it. We gotta do it, gotta make it happen. That's the thing. Michael, yeah, you good, man? What's going on, brother? I hear you, man. I hear you. Tell me, Mike.
What we need to do and what people need to do for the people like me to sleep over there homeless is not to keep us in captivity. By that way, I'm saying, when you help them, don't take their food stamps, don't take this, don't take that. That's only letting us know that it's no good. Give us an opportunity to learn, to feel free, that we can understand we're trying to get help. They're helping us, they're not hurting us. Because some people that gives around here try to help people, they keep them in captivity like they still in prison or something like that. No, that's no good. Because they leave and go back and do the same thing. Give them a dream, give them a vision, give them an understanding that you are somebody, you can be somebody, and we're here to help you. As well as we got up, we want you to get up.
People telling me what they need. Well, we got to respond to their need. That's what the church is called to do. You know what I mean? And when folks tell you what they need and God gives you the resource to respond, you got to respond. I mean, when I got a brother sleeping in front of the church, that means to tell me there's a need that we're not meeting, and that's a need that we got to meet. Y'all hear what I'm saying? You feel my friend?
By me sleeping by the church, it's spiritual guidance. I feel safe sleeping by this church. Than somewhere else, under the bridge or somewhere else. This sleeping by the church is giving me a way that God is helping me, putting a peace of mind to me that it's not gonna last forever. You will come out of this.
Y'all heard that? Look, this is me, your pastor, Pastor Ralph Russell, walks on the street, talking with the folk, because we have to respond. God calls us to respond, and that we shall do. So hopefully you see through preaching and us being a part of real active ministry, maybe it's something you want to be a part of. Look, follow us at wearewheatstreet.org. Look up Love Beyond Walls. You have opportunities to volunteer and be a part of this movement. If you want to make this city a more just place, if you want to be part of a movement about love, justice, freedom, and the love of Christ in real ways, we believe in making a real difference in the lives of real people, a real difference in the lives of real people. If you want to be a part of that movement, join us at Wheat Street. Join us at Love Beyond Walls, and I guarantee you, God will bless you as you bless others.